Hi,
Hello. What's going on?
how are you?
Good. How are you?
Not too bad. I made it another day. Yay. Hello, 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 and welcome to the commentary zone. As you enter the room, please give us a little thumbs up because we asked you to. All right. Today, we are reviewing The Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 13, episode 11, The Usual Suspects. Um, Before I do the quick summary, would you overall give the episode? Would you rate it?
Um, I'm trying to think. Honestly, it wasn't that great overall compared to what we got, but it kind of helped move the story along because you kind of see some things
Mm-hmm.
happening. So, like I said, maybe a 6.5 at best.
Really? I enjoyed this episode. I really did. There was so
Okay.
much little nuanced shadiness in it. Um I guess I'm so starved for good content from Atlanta, and it took so long for this to pick up. Like I'm
Hmm.
enjoying it. I'm enjoying it a lot. So I would give this like um 8.5.
I mean, I could see. I know I could see it. Like when you comparing it against itself, I was just feeling like, okay, I can see what's going on. I can see the where they're going. So at least I can see the story unfold. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
happy. I'm happy. It just wasn't great. Like to me, last week's episode was a 10. So when you compare it to the last episodes, like meh.
No, it was good. It was good because I saw so many different things in it that made me go, and it gave me a deeper look into two of the husbands in the show.
Mm,
So,
gotcha.
yeah. Okay, so quick summary of the episode. It's the last night in South Carolina, and Kenya is still trying to out who was test driving Bolo, but we have a flip flopper in our midst. Then
Mm-hmm.
we're back in Atlanta. Drew has moved, and Ralph gets bothered. Cynthia shared her adventures, and Mike tests out his windshield wiper. Candy meets with Don Juan to spill more of the peach juice, and he adds some extra sugar to the mix. Then we see a leaner and meaner Kenya at a photo shoot who tells Latoya about her crush. And then we see Drew and Portia munching on some muffins till Ralph tracks her down and she got to go home. Last but not least, we see Kenya at her attorney's office where she finds out that she got played. I don't know. I just thought that this was a well rounded episode with like a lot of tittle tattle going on. So, how about we just start off at that last dinner? Um, Despite what Kenya was doing, we saw it coming a mile away, and so did Portia. And good for Portia that she wasn't rising to the bait as usual. Like she's matured a lot, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I was a little confused by Latoya.
Latoya really confused me because she was very like much Kenya this, Kenya that, Kenya's my friend, blah blah blah. But then she kind of like flipped on her. I'm like, well, I can understand your point of view, but there was no need to confront her at the table. Like my thing is this: with
Mhm,
my friends, I don't confront my friends in public. I'm going
mhm.
to I'm going to let you say what you have to say, but then I'm going to catch you behind the scenes, and then I'm going to let you have it because it made you look real crazy. That's why Kenya's in her confession, like whose side are you on this one?
Yeah, she just confused me because I think she opened up her comments like going after the married women, I guess, Drew.
Mm-hmm. Yep,
And then she
definitely.
flipped on Kenya and said, "See what you did?"
Yeah, I was sitting there like, what? Are
I
you
I
nuts?
I thought she was on. team. I don't know whose team she's on. She's confused me. But good for Drew for shutting that crap
Mm,
down like right away and saying, I'm whole hella married. I know what I did and I know what I didn't do. Don't bring that mess to me.
exactly. But we have to remember, was it the last episode where Latoya was saying like, well, why is Kenya like questioning everyone? Why is she like trying to figure things out? So this dinner table was just an extension of that. So I kind of forgot that for a minute. But I'm like, wait a minute. Yeah, she was already put that seed out there though.
But either you're on the side of the prosecutor or you're on the side of the defense. Like I don't like you can't do both.
No,
Pick
you
a
can't,
side, girl. Pick a
because
side.
to me, like Latoya will be the one to cut a deal to save herself. I'll put it that way.
But she
She would be
whole
the one.
hella confused.
She is, but she's basically trying to figure out. Okay, this is Kenya's put herself in a position to where all the girls really are not liking her right now. She's annoying everybody. Do I really want to be on this side right now? That's just the way I took it. I could be wrong, but you've been riding for her all this time. But then Kenya does one thing in Kenya fashion, and all of
Mm-hmm.
a sudden you have an issue because now you're involved some way, and you can't be involved and then get mad for someone for playing it out, and that's your friend. If you feel some kind of way, talk to her about it separately.
Mm-hmm. The one good thing that was said at this dinner was actually by Marlo. We're all grown, we're all women, and what you choose to do with your vajayjay is your business.
Yeah.
And I'm not here to comment on it. And I didn't like the ploy that Kenya was using, saying, "Well, my baby was here." Hold up. You asked Candy to bring the dungeon for the
Mhm.
bachelorette party. Like, I never went to the dungeon show, but I know what it's about. You don't
Right.
have to go to know what like it's famous enough for everybody to know what it's about, and you don't have to be on this show. There's no excuse. Your baby was there the whole time. Your baby was also there when you were standing up downstairs waiting for 45 minutes to listening to sounds, and you didn't have a problem with that. The baby is young enough that she didn't know what's going on. Like,
Exactly.
I don't like her using the baby, is
Right.
what I'm just trying to say. Sorry, I went all over the place with it, but I that wasn't a good argument for me.
No, it wasn't. Period.
And it was a bachelorette party. What I mean, I'm not saying like all bachelorette parties are like that, but so what if they are? They're grown
Very grown.
and consenting, including Mr. Bolo. I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
Exactly. My thing is, if you were so concerned about your daughter, I mean, obviously you had Candy set all this up before y'all went to South Carolina from Atlanta. So you knowing what was going to happen, why would you bring her baby along in the first place?
Mhm.
So for
Yeah.
me, like it's for in my mind putting these pieces together, you did this purely for a storyline and to set this all up.
Mhm.
She was hoping
Mhm.
to catch some people doing some stuff, and with her daughter there, she had a convenient excuse to remove herself from the situation.
Yeah.
That's just the way I'm looking at it. That's just putting these
Mhm.
pieces together as the episodes go along. Like you completely set this up.
Yeah.
You really, in my personal opinion, you were really trying to get Drew caught up. You were trying to get Portia caught up, but
Mhm.
Portia's single, so it don't matter.
Mhm.
So this is very interesting. You tried.
Yeah. Um what do you think of Tanya? Just I know Tanya was trying to protect her friend, but wrong move.
Wrong move.
I mean, you place yourself at the scene of the crime. Like, what? Didn't
When
she
she
hear that they were saying it was more than one voice in there?
right. What killed me was when she said like, and I had a very good time in this girl's room. I was like, okay. I'm like, I'm like, oh, okay, that's interesting. Thank you.
Oh my God.
You
Oh
put like
Lord.
Candy said, you put yourself at the scene of the crime.
Hey Gina, Bolo was on Watch What Happens Live and couldn't put together a full sentence. We don't need him to talk. He got other talents. Do we care whether he can talk? I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so Portia leaves the dinner early. She goes back to her room. Oh, wait. What'd you think? Like, she came to the dinner salty because they asked her to do a prayer, and she was like, I'm not in a prayer mood.
Uh, the thing with Portia, I'm not understood why was she's in a salty mood. You're single, you're young, you're pretty, like you have a lot going for you. So um why be bothered? You know what I mean?
Look, we can't expect her to change like wholly and solely. It would aggravate me if I was that age again and dealing with somebody like Kenya. Like, this was supposed to be a fun getaway. Um, and all of this stupid talk at a bachelorette is just like, it was supposed to be a no judgment zone. And you
Hmm.
let loose and had a good time. And now it feels like you're being attacked, singled out, put down. Like, I
I
would be a
get it.
little bothered.
No, I completely get it. But my thing, the way I look at it is this: look who put this together. Look who's the instigated. Like she has
Mm-hmm.
not changed. She is who she is. So
Mm-hmm.
you can't be shocked when this happened. Yes, Candy
Yeah.
put this part of the trip together. She did a great job. Candy did set forth the rules, but
Mm-hmm.
Kenya is the host. And when Kenya is the host, you have to expect some sort of shady, especially if you're Portia. So you can be mad, okay, fine, but you shouldn't be surprised. I'm sorry, you just shouldn't be surprised at this point.
I don't think she's surprised. I just think like she's tired of it. And there were so many things compounding on top of this. And I'm just amazed that she's kept her cool thus far. And the only thing that she's like not responding to is like, I don't feel like praying. And she gets up and she goes to bed early. Like, she has her dinner. Can't leave out the food because it's the first time they've been fed properly on this trip. No, second time. But she has her dinner, she has a drink, she doesn't engage the tomfoolery, and then she goes to bed because why play into it? It is going to be
Right.
what it is.
And the thing is, everyone knew who Kenya was talking about. And my thing is this: Kenya, if you got something to say, just speak on it. Because
Oh,
I've just been like, you know what, Portia, we heard you in your room. Next.
yeah, well, Yanni, I agree with you. She did do it. She
Yeah.
did do
Oh,
it.
definitely.
But I think she might have said, so what, I did it, until Tanya went and said I was in the room with her.
Right.
Remember, like, Portia's free and unencumbered. She's technically right now not with Dennis, right? Sort of,
Right.
kind of. But Tanya is engaged. So after Tanya made that stupid admission, which I don't think she should have,
No.
but it kind of tied Portia's hands at that moment, to me.
Right. Because when they put the diagram of the house, which was shady, and put the highlight up there, you know, Kenya was just like, I heard and blah blah blah. So Portia didn't have to say anything. But as soon as Tanya said she had a good time in this girl's room, I'm like, you done blew up the whole spot. So yeah, now
Yeah,
Portia, now at that point, Portia's like, you know what? Yeah, we did whatever.
yeah. So they head back to Atlanta, and we see Drew. Ralph did the move. They're in their new, what is it? 9,200 square foot house, 6 bedrooms, 9 bathrooms, and a wine cellar. Did I get that sort of
Yeah,
right?
that's what I recall. I'm like, why do you need my child? But okay, we got a good deal. Go for it.
Yeah. Um, and she tells Ralph what she did with Mr. Bolo.
I mean, might as well.
Yeah, I see nothing wrong with it.
Not at
And
all.
it was very, very telling in the way how he took it. You saw how defensive he got. Like he started like drilling into her. He was not comfortable with that conversation. I like how she was like, I don't know what happened when you went to Tampa. Where'd you stay? And he's like, a hotel. She's like, what's the name of the hotel? And he's like, you're asking for stupid details. What?
Yeah, no. Why are you being so defensive, sir?
Yeah. And he's like, I got a meeting in 2 minutes, but I'm going to want to know more about what happened. She goes, that's basically it. Done.
And in that order.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was annoying. Ralph, he just annoys me.
He didn't
Anytime you
take
hide
that
stuff,
well, though.
anytime you hide stuff from somebody, like you're and they're
Mm-hmm.
being open with you, it's annoying.
Mm-hmm. Now, I want you to remember his reaction to hearing the truth about her activities because she told him a lot more than I thought she was gonna. Um, then we get to Cynthia with Mike at Lake Bailey. And she tells him, and he's like, wait, what? And what'd he do? And how you know it's real? And then he's like, so did he come up on you? And he brings the water bottle and he's like, was it like this? Was it like it was the cutest scene out of this entire episode.
They were so funny. He was just, but that just shows his security though.
Yes.
And I
And the
appreciate that about him.
insecurity of Ralph.
Exactly. With Ralph, I'm not sure how you could be insecure when you taking 3-day trips your wife don't know about in another state. So I'm confused about that. Mike, he's like, you know what, this woman loves me. She's gonna have her fun. But you know, it is what it is. He's all, I got things to do. She's stressed out. She had her fun. It is what it is. Keep it moving. He just keeps it moving.
Yeah, like it was her bachelorette party. I'm sure,
Right.
what's his name? Didn't Todd say that he was doing the bachelor party for him?
Yeah.
How
That's what I
come there were no
recall.
cameras for that?
Right.
So, I mean, those two scenes were very telling for me with those two relationships. So I think we have a lot more to discover with Drew and Ralph, and a lot more to ignore with Cynthia and Mike. That's about it.
Pretty much.
Then we see Candy and Don Juan, and so she thanks him for organizing everything at the last minute. Don Juan tried to get him, got the test to make sure that he was clean going up, shipping up all of the equipment, the box, the bolo, everything. He did a good job.
He did a really good job, actually. Like it was seamless.
But then Don Juan gives us a little bit of extra news, and he says, then this will explain, because Candy tells him what time Mr. Bolo leaves the house. And then he says, this will explain why I got a call at the office early that morning regarding the transfer for Mr. Bolo. And he was late.
Right.
At least we know he washed off after.
Exactly. Took a nice little shower, got some breakfast, got some bacon and eggs or something, and went on his way.
Well, he
Very
needed it.
professional.
He had a very energetic night. Oh my God. So, what did you think about Don Juan's? He's so shady. The social justice snatch and Portia for real. What's the website that people are going on?
He said Portia
Where
for
all of the
real.
reality show TV stars from VH1 are going on to make money. OnlyFans.
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans. Yeah. She's gonna be Portia for real on OnlyFans.
Hey, why not? It was too fun. That was just too. He was Don Juan just can't help himself.
He can't. He can't. I think these women entertain him a little bit too much.
Exactly.
Um, okay, so next we're off to Kenya at her photo shoot for Alpha magazine, and it's a women's empowerment issue, and she'll be on the cover. She looked trimmed down, like,
Yeah, she looked good.
wow,
Yeah, she looked good. She looked. I mean, she
what?
looked good with the weight, but she looked really good though.
Wow. So she's back up and fighting rate again. I guess she dropped all of her pandemic pounds. And she looks really good in her like latex bodysuit. And then Latoya shows up with a cake, begging for forgiveness, I guess.
Pretty much. Second up.
What was the stupid comment? Now she's lesbian? I don't get it.
You know, she said, "How I crush on you," and blah blah blah. I'm like, yeah, you were acting like a jealous. You were acting like a jealous girlfriend. Because if you remember, I want to say it was the last episode as well. Um, for Kenya brought up Portia and Latoya kissing, and then Latoya said, "Yeah, sorry." I'm
Mm.
like, so yeah, Kenya's acting like you supposed to be kissing on me or something. I'm like, okay,
Yeah, but if she had to go upstairs to her baby, she stays downstairs with the lady who left her baby at home. I don't know.
right,
And
yeah,
who was it that threw up? Latoya?
I think it was, but I don't think Kenya really would have been upset if it were anybody else but Portia. To be completely honest, that's just my opinion.
True.
Had it not
True.
been Portia, I don't think she would have cared. She was like, "Oh, you crazy? I'm glad you had a good time." But it was Portia like, "Now I gotta put you on ice because you up there kissing my enemy. We don't move like that. That's not what we do." I'm like, "Y'all move together now? Is that what it is?" Okay.
But how desperate is okay? There are a lot of people that I might peg as lady friendly. Kenya's not one of them.
I
I
mean, I think she's in a vulnerable spot. Like I've said earlier, Latoya makes her feel pretty, makes her feel sexy, gives her the attention Mark doesn't. So right now, she's just clinging on to any positive affirmation she can get. And Latoya's just all over her. Latoya is a pretty girl, or pretty woman, I should say. And it's flattering to have someone find you attractive. So when you've gone without, how you can, like, sexual affection, as long as she has, I mean, she's in it for what she can get.
it's a stretch for me.
Because
I
think about because like
mm,
we have to remember, like, you know she was pregnant for like say 10 months, right?
mhm.
And then after Brooklyn was born, we know they probably ain't been doing other like in Brooklyn. So that's a long time. We going on what 2 years maybe? So yeah, like you gotta think of it in those terms. Sorry, 2 years without
I
any. It seems to be like no real sexual affection. Yeah,
and Latoya's who she okay, I'm just done with it. I can't figure it out. Whatever. Um Anything else in that scene we need to talk about? The cake didn't even look that good.
no,
Gross. It looked dry. All
she got
right.
that. She got that fries or Safeway or something before she got there. That's okay though.
All right. So then we see Drew going over to Portia's house because they're like in the same neighborhood now.
8 minutes away.
Um, yeah. And Portia really likes Drew and told her that she loves how she communicates and how she checked people on their BS. I have to agree with her.
Right. This is where Portia's come a long way. Like
Mhm.
a long way. No more fighting. She's using her words. Like she's not engaging the BS word in the past she would, just to show that she could fight. Now she's like, I'm not doing it. And Drew does communicate very well, but it's also easy for Drew to be this way because her only real friend is Cynthia, and Cynthia's just there, like Cynthia, but she's just there. So she's looking at everything from a fresh point of view and trying to figure out where she stands and where these ladies stand with each other. So it's easy to be that way when you really have no ties to anyone.
Yeah. But I'm glad that like they made that connection because Drew didn't have the easiest of starts on this franchise. Like she got hurt with her leg. She was out for a bit with a surgery. She was in and out of the footage in the initial airings. Like she had a rough start, like the roughest start of any
Mm-hmm.
housewife that I can remember. But yet she has still managed to make connections with these ladies. She's gotten into like a little pretend back and forth with her greatest fan, Latoya. I like how she continues using that against her. She did it at the last night dinner in South Carolina. She's like, "Come on now, you're supposed to be my biggest fan." you know,
Right.
she's got a quick wit to her that I think will be very entertaining. And I'm just sorry that she got off to that slow start because then maybe it wouldn't have taken me that long to warm up to her. Kind of like her.
Right. That's fair. That's fair. No, it's completely fair.
Yeah. Um, why do you think she lied to Ralph when he tracked her down?
Because basically she's sick of him at this point. Like, how you gonna try to track and check me, doing all this stuff? You went to Tampa, didn't even know you had left the state. Really didn't know you left the house. Then you're gonna do a move. No, actually, let's go back. You're gonna close on the house and not tell me. Then you do the move without telling me. So she's like, yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I'm done with at this point. So she's just basically telling him, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do, and I'll get there when I get there.
Yet, when he followed up with a text, she hopped up and left, and it wasn't nothing like what 2 minutes, unless they edited it badly.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's editing.
Okay.
I bet she stayed for a minute.
Okay. But I still like her. I don't like
Yeah.
him, but I like her.
Right.
Then we see some like little filler scenes. Candy's playing with the kids. That's a rarity. Portia's helping PJ brush her teeth. That was super cute. Cynthia's with her family planning the wedding, and her big old feet were ashy. Oof.
That was too funny. Was it her mother or her sister said your feet is ashy?
I think it was Mal. You know, Mal always salty like that. Oh my God. And poor little, poor little Cynthia. Cynthia's like, we'll just cover him up, and shoves her dress over him.
Yep.
Bless her little heart. Oh, Jesus. Okay. So then we get to the last scene of this episode. Kenya. See, this is what happens when you do a fake storyline. Oh, wait. Shady says it was Noelle.
Oh, was it Noelle?
Oh, even better. I love it.
Yeah, I heard it, and I thought it was Mal or the mom. I forgot Noelle was there too.
I figured it was Mal because she's always one to say something wrong with Cynthia. But Noelle, that's priceless. Thank you. Okay, so, and you're right, Shady D, it is karma if this is referring to Kenya. Kenya tries to run a stupid fake storyline for most of the seasons that she's been on this show. And it usually involves a man. Everyone has been criticizing this marriage, saying one thing or another about it. And I think this was like the cherry on this magnificent, Sunday of BS that she calls a marriage. She's trying to do a custody agreement with him instead of doing a divorce. And the producers ask her why. And she goes, Mark and I haven't talked about our relationship, but we need to sort out Brooklyn because that's a priority. And I get it. But I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
just do everything at once kind of person so that you save money to me if it's just one filing. Um, but I guess not in Kenya's world. She tries to give the man that has not, just basically ignored her for a year a heads up that he's being served. So you're telling him he's being served so that he could ignore it. And
Right.
on top of that, she asked, should we send it to you, today? And he's like, no, tomorrow. So that it can give him time to not only dodge it, but go and file for divorce in New York and send the papers to her attorney. And her attorney was priceless because he was like, while you listening to love songs, he is doing you dirty. How dumb are you? Like, you're supposed to be an intelligent woman, Kenya, and you've fallen for stupid love songs that he's never sent you in your entire relationship.
Right.
Her face was priceless. And when the attorney laughed at her, I was like, I'm laughing right along with you. Go ahead, Ben Crump.
Yeah, I was done. I was like, you're dumb. Like he's never done.
Mm,
Let's be honest. The most the most romantic thing he's ever done for her was show up for the wedding. I'm sorry.
yeah.
I'm sorry. Him
Hmm.
sending you love songs and he don't want to be around you. Come on now.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I think it was a fitting ending to a non-marriage. I
Agreed.
think that was an agreement for um, uh, male DNA to
Fair.
procreate,
Yeah. No more, no less. Never, never
and
believed. I never believed in this anyway. I'm just like, he's
mm,
random. We don't know him. You're desperate to have a baby. I'm not mad at you. But let's call a thing now.
and his divorce filing was truly telling because he filed for divorce. There's no mention of custody over Brooklyn. It's the worst slap in her face by saying, I'll let the court decide. Like, you don't even like want to put custody in there. And then last, he want alimony. Really?
I
And
laugh.
then the producers are so shady, showed the clip of him saying, I want nothing from this woman.
Right.
At least she has something on tape. She could
Right.
admit it as evidence.
Yep. Gina's right
Well,
on this
oh,
one.
yes. Oops, wait. Yeah. That was before. Well, remember, isn't it rumored to have been said that she bailed him out already with his restaurants when they got married or shortly after they got married? So, another bailout, why not? She's kind of like the federal government, I guess. Pandemic relief.
Yeah, the people said that she um you know, helped him out a little bit, helped him out with the taxes beforehand, helped him out with his restaurant now. I mean, hey,
Mhm.
he was just trying to get his debt clear. Let's be honest.
Wow. I hope she finds solace in those little love songs that he sent her.
Yeah, she was. Yeah, poor thing. I even can't say. I really can't say poor thing because like you did it to yourself, man. You did it to yourself.
I don't know. It was a good episode for me. It made me laugh. It was full of irony. It was full of gossiping. Don Juan made an appearance. He's always good for a giggle. I thought it was a good
Always.
episode. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, okay. Given everything we have, I can upgrade my grading from like 6.5 to we'll say 7.5. At the end of the day, when you've taken everything, I can go 7.5.
Can we push it to 8 for Mike's windshield wiper?
7.5. I'll say that.
Okay. I tried. I tried. Oh my God. And yes, Gina Maxey, bless her heart. Bless her heart.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. Okay, guys, let us know what you thought about the Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 13, episode 11, The Usual Suspects. Leave your comments for us in the comment section below. Hit that thumbs up button. We really appreciate it. If you haven't already, subscribe and hit that notification bell so you're sent an alert every time we send out new content. And most importantly, tell a friend, have them join the conversation. It seems like Atlanta's finally heating up. Any final thoughts, Jamal?
Not on this. But to answer Yanni's question, I did see the preview, I guess, after the show, and I thought it was funny.
I can't remember if I recorded that or not. Was it a good show?
It was funny. It's this lady, she's basically she's a daughter of Nigerian, like, I guess, immigrants. Like, she has a lot of businesses or whatever, and she's married. She's married to a Jewish guy. They adopted this lady's three. This lady was homeless on her way to jail. They adopted her kids. Yeah, it's a funny show, and her good friend is her Manny, and yeah, they're funny. It was funny. It was funny.
Okay, I guess I'll have to go back and look at it. Thanks, Yanni. All right, so that's it for today. Until next time. Bye.
Bye.